You're allowed to say it and we're allowed to talk about it. I think maybe you're hedging around it, but the moment you remember the most
Yeah.
is us
Yes.
getting pulled over by the cops
Yeah.
on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah. It
because
was.
that moment was where it crystallized for us. And I never know the way it's going to happen, but there's a moment in the discovery days where it all comes together. This is the moment that you leave yourself. And it played out for you and it played out for me perfectly at that time. That was so in depth in conversation. And with a lot of that stuff going on, I went, truth. We just gone from 100 to a 60 zone. And I started braking with everything going on. And a copper was coming the other way right at that moment in time.
Yeah.
And he pulled us over. And I'll never forget that moment because I realized that was the moment that I leave myself. It's my brilliant skills of intuition right at that moment before we got pulled up. It was like, this is the moment that you leave yourself. But that was the moment that I was leaving myself because my self-worth was based in what I could do for other people. And I'm only as valid as if I'm coming up with the genius stuff, the intuition. I'm not doing what I love. I'm doing what I need to be validated.
Yeah.
And at that moment in time, ironically, but we shared that moment. I will never forget that. And that's the beauty of it. Is that your recollection of it?
It was a shift for me from no longer trying to control things. So it was really an acceptance of me just being part of a system and really just recognizing that there's no need for me to be the person that orchestrates everything, that there's a system out there and there's a different way of working, and to start to look for that system and start to work with it as opposed to me being separate from the system and pushing it was really letting go of me thinking I was separate from the system.
The moment we leave ourselves is such an incredible discovery because that's the watershed moment.
Yeah.
Even though we had the same moment that we leave ourselves,
Yeah.
those different explanations of it, you with control and me with validation. But thanks for that. It seems like the perfect segue for me to give a shameless plug, which is I'm actually back on the tools, mate. I'm actually back to doing some reads again. As much as I didn't think I was ever going to do that again, it's just obvious that with the different perspective that my heart failure and the journey I've been on has given me, it doesn't mean anything about me. So rather than $2,500 for a session these days, it's just $500. People, if you're listening and you want a session, get into the link in the bio, click on that, just tell me what you want insight into, whether it's your true nature and purpose or where you leave yourself or what your misbehaviors are or a particular problem. Put that down in there. I'll have a chance to tune in to see if it serves the highest good. Because sometimes, as you know, it just doesn't. Can't say why. It's just timing just isn't right. But if anyone's interested in that, hit me up. It's only going to be $500 for an online video session as opposed to $2,500, which is what I used to charge. And then the discovery days, that's a bigger thing. Like we're going deep. Like Derek and I went overnight. Sometimes I go from 6 a.m. through till late at night and we go out into the wilderness. But they are life-changing days. If anyone's interested in that, they're joyous, laughter-filled, awe experiences. But I can't tell you what's going to happen because we just don't know. And that's the beauty of it. I have a saying, the unknown is the dance floor of the gods. And the price of admission is surrender. Because that's the only way it works. Handing yourself over, saying, I don't know. Yes, so shameless plug. Get on the description and click on the link in the bio and pay for my podcast.